All right, welcome to your Day 5 AI brief. And today we are moving way beyond just conversation. For the longest time, AI has been all about language. But right now, today, it's all about action. We're talking about a massive, fundamental shift in what these systems can actually do. So think about it. For the past few years, the whole AI revolution has been defined by language, right? AI that can write, chat, and summarize. But the real game-changing question, the one that's flipping the script on everything, is this. What if AI could do more than just talk? And look, that is not some far-off sci-fi question anymore. It's happening literally today. That wall between an AI understanding what you want and actually doing it in the digital world, well, it's crumbling right in front of us. Okay, so let's jump right into our first big topic, the rise of what everyone's calling agentic AI. And what does that mean? Super simple. It's AI that does stuff for you. It's like having an autonomous agent that takes your high-level goals and just runs with them, handling all the little steps along the way. And I want to be super clear, this isn't some theory from a research paper. Check out this number, 186. That's how many real-world marketplace deals have been closed by Anthropic's AI agents, completely on their own, no humans involved. This proves, right now, that AI can negotiate, it can strategize, and it can see a complex transaction through from start to finish. And this isn't just a one-off thing either. We're seeing this integrated at a massive scale. I mean, look at this list. We're talking about 15 of the biggest apps out there, apps you and I use every single day, plugging directly into AI, like Anthropic's Claude. So you could be chatting with the AI, and right in the middle of the conversation, it can just call up the right tool to book you an Uber, build out your Instacart shopping list, or snag you a table on Resi. It's seamless. And hey, this isn't just something happening on some server far away in the cloud. It's coming right to your own computer. There are these tools like Clicky that are basically an AI-powered cursor for your screen. You just tell it what you want in plain English, research this topic for me, or organize all my project files, and bam, it spins up these little sub-agents that literally take control of your mouse and keyboard and do the work for you inside the apps you already use. So that leads to the big question, right? Who is paying for all this? Who's funding this agentic revolution? Well, the amount of money being poured into this space is, honestly, it's hard to even wrap your head around. It's just unprecedented. Okay, let's start with Google. They are betting the farm on the pioneers in this space. They've committed up to an absolutely staggering $40 billion to Anthropic. And get this, it's not even all cash. It's a strategic mix of direct funding and, crucially, access to the insane amount of computing power you need to build these things. But of course, Google's not alone. Meta is right there with them, building out its own arsenal. They're dropping $72 billion on a massive AI infrastructure build-out. And this isn't just about hiring more coders. We're talking about the raw hardware, the chips, the data centers, the physical stuff needed to power this next generation of agentic AI. But, and this is a really critical point we can't ignore, there's a huge trade-off happening. This giant investment, which includes a multi-billion-dollar deal with AWS for the best chips, it's being paid for, in part, by some pretty serious workforce restructuring. I mean, Meta cut 8,000 jobs to help fund this pivot. That just shows you how deep and, frankly, how disruptive this shift to AI really is. And the ambition, wow, it is literally out of this world. It's not just the usual suspects either. Even SpaceX is getting in on this, marking enterprise AI as their next big play. And their own high-end estimate for the size of this market, a mind-boggling $26.5 trillion. Trillion. Okay, so with all this money flying around, what does it actually mean for the builders, the developers, the engineers, the creators who are actually getting their hands dirty with this stuff? Let's take a look at the new toolkit that's available right now, because the speed of progress here is just insane. First up, this is massive news for the open source world. Tencent just dropped a brand new flagship model. It's a 295 billion parameter mixture of experts model, which is kind of like having a whole team of specialized AIs working together on a problem. And it puts absolutely state-of-the-art power directly into the hands of independent researchers and builders anywhere. And for the engineers who are coding with this stuff every day, the tools are getting better at an exponential rate. So on one side, you have models like DeepSeek coming out with these enormous 1 million token context windows. That's like feeding it an entire book series in one go. And it costs just a tenth of what it used to. Then on the other side, you've got coding tools like Cursor that are leaning into this whole agent idea, letting you spin up multiple AI sub-agents to work on different parts of your code all at the same time. It's parallel processing for coding. Now, this is where things get really interesting, especially for creators. This is where these agents start connecting to our personal data. Your AI can now tap directly into your personal data streams. For instance, Claude can now hook into your entire Spotify history. It can act like this hyper-personalized DJ that understands your musical taste on a level that was just impossible before. Okay, but with all this incredible power, all this money, all these new abilities, it's just inevitable that it's going to create some pretty big shockwaves, both legally and for society. Right now, the tech is just moving so much faster than our ability to create rules for it, or to even fully get what its impact is going to be. And this is a direct quote from a court filing by Anthropic, and honestly, it's pretty startling. In a legal document, the company admitted that for its most sensitive AI systems, the ones deployed in classified Pentagon settings, there is no kill switch. Let that sink in. At the same time, the very laws being written to try and govern this technology are already being fought in court. There's a brand new law in Colorado, a really important one designed to prevent AI bias, and it's already being challenged by a group that includes some huge names, like Elon Musk's xAI. And this all brings us right back to the people, right? To the human element, where you can really feel the tension. On one side, you've got 30,000 Samsung workers out there protesting, demanding that they get a bigger piece of these huge AI profits. And then on the other side, you've got those 8,000 Meta employees who lost their jobs specifically to help pay for that exact same AI development. It's a real paradox. So, we've got AI agents taking action, we've got billions of dollars pouring in, and we have society trying to figure it all out. So where does it go from here? What is the absolute bleeding edge? The answer? Well, it might actually surprise you. The next big frontier seems to be this idea of a world model. And this is a totally different way of thinking. It's a fundamental shift away from AI that just learns from text. Instead, a world model learns the actual rules of an environment, things like physics, cause and effect, and then it simulates that environment. So here's the key difference, right? The AI video tools we have today, they generate a scene because you describe it with words. A world model doesn't describe it, it simulates it. It actually generates every new frame by applying the laws of physics to the frame that came before it. It's creating a persistent causal reality inside the computer. And again, I have to stress, this isn't sci-fi. A company called Odyssey just unveiled its most powerful world model yet. It's a general-purpose AI built to do one thing: simulate physical environments. And that brings us to our final thought for day 5. If an AI can not only understand what we're saying, but can also simulate our world, it's not just a tool for information anymore, it becomes an engine for creation. So the really big question isn't just what we're going to build with it, it's what will it choose to build next inside these brand new simulated worlds.